Alright, let's talk about Taito X games. If you guys have tried to use them on a regular PC, Windows, Intel x86, x64, you'll know they take some very special either batch files, a loader, and so I've been trying to load them on here, and I was like, you know, will they ever load? I don't know. And so I finally got these, and that kind of understanding what the commands are for them. But like, here's GigaWing Generations. This is a pretty amazing game to play on just a Raspberry Pi, let alone that the Taito X loaders was made for a PC. It was made as an executable on a Windows machine, and then the game itself was offloaded from an arcade and made as a exe also. So if I do LSLH, there's a whole bunch of bindings, config files, a Windows DLL file, but there's also like an actual GigaWing Generations.exe file, and you can't even on your PC. If I were to go on my PC and click on it, it won't load. And if on here, if I put wine and then just put the big GigaWing.exe file down here, it's going to try to load it and say, nope, can't do it. And then if you do just the game.exe, you'll say wine game.exe. You're going to get a window that loads the game up, but it says there's some sort of error because the video game that was designed for an arcade, this is an input-output error. It knows that something's missing. It's like, that's what the design of the actual, I would guess it was considered an emulator for the actual program. So anyway, after lots of research, I found out that I have to run sort of like two executables. So what I have to do is I have to type wine in here because I'm trying to run it as x86, but then I have to use the type X underscore loader.exe, and then that loader is an executable that tells the game.exe to load, and then eventually it will load and we can play the game. We'll take a look at it. Alright, so if you look, there was a command prompt, or a prompt that came up that looked like it didn't load at all, and what it does, it was loading the second part of the executable. This is sideways, so I'm going to try in the video to cut this and rotate it. We'll have to see how that works. So I went ahead and bound controls before we got in here, so I can put in coins. And let's show the tutorial. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, so here's the different ships I can. Let's do the green one. And we'll pick whatever that is. I'm looking at this sideways, which is funny, but I can absolutely hook a second controller to run a program that's Taito X underscore config, and it'll allow me to set any controller, the keyboard, any buttons, anything I want for player 1 and player 2, and it works, and it should never work that I'm emulating this not only like 3 layers deep. I'm emulating the ARM processor, ARM64 to x86 and x64. I'm emulating the emulator from that. It's just mind blowing that this, and after doing all that weird configurations and layers upon layers of emulation, it's still running at full speed. So like it's saying a lot. So now the only other thing is, and I've got another video that talks about this, but I have tried to program an exit button for this. I used the button on the keyboard, and I can't figure out how to get out of them. The only way I can do it, I can't hit the escape key. The only way I can do is hit Alt-Tab, and then down here, and you can hear in the background that the game is still running, but it's minimized. And then so I right click and say close to minimize it. And then I come over here to the command prompt where I started it and I hit Control C. So I've got to figure out how to do that, which is really, I mean, it's not a crisis by any means. But so where is my file? Hold on a second, I'm looking for the ones that I was working on. So I have documented. So Arcana Heart, what I'm going to do is while I'm on here, so I have this list of games here. Arcana Heart 3, GigaWing, some King of Fighter games. The Arcana Heart, I couldn't get the controllers to work. So let me see if I... See, it doesn't have a config file like the other ones do. It runs and loads, but I need some sort of config. And if I nano, which is the document editor on here for start.ini, it doesn't really have anything. There's really nothing in the folder. There's the full screen mode, the windowed mode, and there's not a whole lot extra. There's a flash. I can maybe look around in there, but I don't see anything for controls in there. Anyway, this game works. I just type 1, AH3, and full screen. Runs at full speed, full everything. And it's just, I can't get a control. I can't get the keyboard to even map. So maybe I'll try to copy. This looks like it's going to run at full speed too. I'm hitting the keyboard, F1, all the keys, and functional. Whoa. Looks like F1. Put some coins in. Okay, let's start. Nope. So I got. Okay. Well, let's. Looks like the F1 key did. F1 and F2 do something. Oh, there's. Yeah, that's never gonna be good. Oh, alright. So let's just hit Control C on that. Let's see, minimize. Got here, display. You know, when you play around with this long enough, you'll know sometimes it won't reset the desktop correctly. I hit apply, but it's a quick fix. Keep that. Close the display settings. Bring up my console. So that's interesting. Cool. I'll have to play around with that a bit more. One of the other ones that I at least wanted to show you. I have Street Fighter. I'm going to show you that later. I'm going to try to see. Okay, so the loader's in here. I couldn't get this game to load, so I'm going to try wine Taito X underscore loader space game.exe and see how that loads it differently, because this one would say error every time I would load it. It would say input output error. This one says please wait. If you can see, yeah, you can see on the screen. Holy crap. Okay, that's cool. This one worked too now. So yeah, super excited. It looks like it's, I want to see how it looks when it starts. I figure it's going to do some sort of demo. There we go. Yeah, it looks like it's going to run at full speed. Cool. Yeah. Again, I don't. Oh no, I hit escape on that one and it worked. So That'll let me out of there. Unfortunately, I have to still reset all this remapping stuff has to do with loading emulators, and the games themselves are not meant for this higher res. So it's very normal, and it doesn't irritate me that I have to keep going back and forth. Some people might think so, but it's just a matter of this is what testing is all about. Alright, cool. So I got that loaded. What I'll do is see if there is a type. Okay, so wine type X config. And let's see. Okay, it's going to be just a command prompt version. Let's see, major no. Nope. Low res monitor, no. And C. Alright. Press up, down, left, right. Button 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Start button, coin button. Service. I don't guess I really care. No. And then there should be an exit maybe here. Quit button. I'm gonna pick that. Alright, cool. Let's see if that works. So, now, since it did config, wine, tap loader things. Okay. Let's reload it and see if I desktop. Oh. That's fine. We can fix that. Yeah, let's go back to our normal size here. Keep. Close. It left me that. Oh no, it opened a new one for me. That's fine. Task manager. I like to have this up here because sometimes it helps me diagnose if something is running or not. And it rearranged all these. Whatever. It's interesting that it remembered where I was in the folder I was in. So, alright, let me try something different here. Let's see. Took some notes on these as I was. Alright, cool. So my controller is now allowing me to put coins in and then hit start. Sure. Sorry, skipping through the story if it hurts anybody's feelings. That's my normal shooting. It's huge. Ah. Cool. Alright. As you can see, this is running amazing. So I'm super happy with that. These shooter games, I'm telling you, sometimes they're hard to get to work because they have so much going on. I mean, maybe if this ran into some interesting explosions, but otherwise it looks like it runs perfectly. And I'm glad my controller's working. Now I just need to get to where you guys can view it. Shiro. I'm playing it sideways, by the way, so it's freaking me out. I can play these amazingly, but it's just that you're playing with your head sideways, your TV sideways. It's a little more crazy. If you guys haven't played the Shikigami series, this is amazing. This is arcade versions. To my understanding, there's no save states in this. Nothing. This is just the pure arcade version, which is really cool. And you know, I know MAME and stuff, but this one there aren't a lot of emulators for this. This one has 2 that were ever made for it that I know of, and both of them are not easy to navigate. Yeah, bullet hells. I love them. I own like 50 of them in Steam. This is one of them for sure. Alright, so I'm done playing. I might just die. So, let's see if I hit the exit button. Aha! I made an exit button on that one and it worked. Again, it didn't fix the res, but we'll just hit display. Perfect. Apply. Alright, well, I wish that would close. No, it's not responding. Okay, there it goes. If you guys want to see more, please feel free to, put some comments in it. I read all my comments. Obviously, I'm going to work on some more of these. The Samurai Showdown, I'd like for it to work, but I couldn't get it to.